What is up, beautiful souls? Please bear with me. This is a very unique read. And I just pray that if this came to me in my faith, that I can deliver it in such an adequate way that it may be received. Because while I want to say that it's a stubborn energy, I keep on feeling like Spirit saying, just trust. And I feel like I almost need to apologize for calling it a stubborn energy. But there's a defiance in this energy. But you must be ready to hear it if this message is for you. And it's very, very unique. So let's begin. I sit in meditation, I begin to fill out this energy, and immediately I have a vision. I feel like there's somebody that is trying to soothe themselves. They are rocking and they're hiding what in my vision. So take this figurative or literal. Hiding, trying to console themselves and not let anybody hear their tears. They're afraid of someone hearing them, and they don't want to be heard. The tears are of excruciating emotional pain. And it's really weird because as I sit in this meditation, all of a sudden it feels like it kind of takes a spin. I'm like, are you waiting for an opportunity? Like an opportune time? And then I'm trying to discern, what's going on? And I'm like, is this due to a toxic relationship? Naysayers, doubters, and I feel like I'm getting closer to something because the energy's kind of shifting, but it seems there's a vision, a desire you have expected, but has left you rather feeling depleted and overcome. Yet, even in your tears, there is a sense of determination that has got you this far. And the push to continue. Thus, despite what's brought you to this point, I still feel like you're ready to continue this uphill battle, if you will. You persevere against all odds. You always have and always will. You know you are a warrior. And the only time the gig is up is if you choose. And failure is not a part of your vocabulary. So, if patience is the game, how long are you willing to wait? While you think you may know what it is, while you think you may know what it is you want, are you clear? Is your drive of such desire fueled by pride, ego, or more importantly, your higher self? Have you contemplated this? Have you questioned this? Do you know what your intentions are for your desired outcome? For there's a saying, what you seek is also seeking you. But if you have yet to manifest it, could it be a protection? Whether it's from source or spirit, the same energy that is in you. Or could it simply be something that is asking to be reevaluated for tweaks? Now, I feel inclined to add this as an example, just an example. I don't actually think this is necessarily, I don't know. I can't tune in, but I can tell you what this energy feels like. A few years ago, there was a post about what you seek is seeking you. And many people, human nature wants a desire or craving for somebody that doesn't seem to show interest or really want you, and they like to think that they can manipulate the law of attraction to work for that. But the coming full circle is like, is that what you really want? Do you really want somebody that doesn't want you? That's not going to put you on on a pedestal that's going to show you love, that's going to put you in the back burner? That's the kind of question that is being presented. What you seek is seeking you, but have you discerned and figured and aligned yourself to know what it is exactly that you are seeking? Are you pressing for something? And have you questioned or come in alignment to what your actual alternative motives are? I'm going to keep my notes here because the way Spirit asked me to pull some cards in different decks was interesting. But we're going to start with the underlining energy, which is the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups is so intuitive, very psychic. She has a way of kind of like the empath, of showing up and mirroring what others need to see. She's a rock within the community. And I can't help but feel this energy very much represents you. She's almost that of a high priestess, but maybe not tapped into all of her gifts. Which is your presence energy. I think you do things and your intentions are true and good. But but I found it really interesting, and I just couldn't help but figure that Spirit wanted me to go by intuitive hits with this. But I was called to another tarot deck just for the main card to represent you. And it came with the Seven of Air, which is the Seven of Swords normally, which is represented as deception, trickery, thief. But I had to really analyze this card because we're taking this intuitively. The person here is an angel. Well, that's interesting because even Lucifer was an angel, right? I'm not calling you Lucifer. Bear with me while I explain this. But she's wearing a mask and she's surrounded by a flock of birds from doves to geese, ducks. And what comes to my mind is a few different things. The first thing that came to my mind was the saying, every saint has a past and every sinner has a future. Oddly enough, the way I typed it and my auto, going really quick, came out with a different saying. It said, I said, every sin is a saint and saint is a few. What the hell does that mean? AI came up and generated a different thing, and I feel compelled to share it. It says it's not a common phrase, but it seems to be a creative way of saying that everyone has potential to be good, the saint, even if they have made mistakes, sin, and that being a saint is not about being perfect, but rather about striving to be better despite the flaws. Representing you. Going back, I think, also with this underlining energy of the Queen of Cups. And then I focused on the geese. I asked, what is the spiritual meaning behind the geese? Because these birds, so birds to me, in most of my card readings, if they show up, or feathers, are the angels that surround you. When I pulled the meaning for geese, it says it represents the Holy Spirit. Ironically enough, we have the two doves, which also represent the Holy Spirit, or higher self, whatever terminology you like to use, right? It's about compassion, courage, and the noisiness that comes from the Holy Spirit, right? Also, there's the importance of cooperative effort and the power of communication. And with it coming in a flock, it's about community as well. And with you wearing, as this card represents, wearing a mask, kind of goes back to that download. Whether it's you're feeling defeated or overcome, and you don't want anybody to see you right now. But there's a tremendous amount of emotional distress happening right now. And I want to clarify and I want to emphasize there's a great deal, I think it's important to mention too, right? Higher self, intuition. The Queen of Cups, there's not always logic to her reasoning. While this world is full of material and cause and effect, sometimes there's just things like miracles, things that cannot be defined by logic. So there's something here, I don't wonder that it's being asked for you to reevaluate from maybe your more intuitive perspective and understanding. Your crossing energy comes with the moon, which represents that anxiousness, that fear, not being able to see clearly. The path hasn't been revealed to you. You are treading by limited light. And it's a conflicting energy, right? So it's that trying to lean, you can only get so far of what you can see. The rest is going to require an internal guidance for whatever this is that you are desiring, or that you have. I want to say that you have, well, you feel like you're very determined to manifest this despite any delays or setbacks. There's more here. There's more to this scenario, this circumstance, relationship, whatever it is, than what meets the eye. So if you're missing important puzzle pieces, you can't put it together. And that's your conflicting energy. And I feel like that is what's crossing you right now. So what, from your perspective, what's going on? It goes right back to that download. It comes with the Eight of Wands, but it comes in reverse. It's stagnant energy. At a crossroads, stuck. And it's clarified with the Four of Swords. That feeling of being defeated. A lot of things have not gone your way, despite how much effort you may have put forward. So that seems to be pretty straightforward with everything. Again, I can't tell you if this is a circumstance, situation, relationship. I don't know what energies are at play. So take it as it sits, by ask Spirit, help me get in a better like understand from a higher perspective, what do they need? Whatever this desire is, it's stuff of your wishes. No doubt. Why would you put so much energy into it? It means the world to you. Spirit sees that. But it comes with the Seven of Pentacles in reverse, which is very interesting. So when it came out, Spirit asked me to draw another card before I even saw it, before I flipped them, to help clarify it. And this one came out. It comes in reverse, which represents a lot of energy that you've put towards this. Your energy, your resources, your time, your effort, and you're still hitting a brick wall. But this brings us back to the question is, how are you approaching this? What's interesting is there's a stopwatch on this card. Meaning, is there a deadline that you've put on yourself? I keep on seeing this, oh no, energy. Like, I refuse to give up. But if we go to the advice from Spirit, it comes with the Five of Cups. I don't know if all this led up, or this desire is based off past trials and errors, obviously, but I mean past memories, past traumas, something that you're trying to prove yourself worthy as. But you've become so fixated on these three cups, it's emotional, that you feel like Spirit's saying, please become flexible in your thinking. Take a moment, to step back, and you might see that there's 2 other cups, not all has been lost. You have got to see a bigger perspective. And when it comes to all of your angels in this community, and it's things that defy logic. You can't see or understand it all. And I think that's the soul's lesson right now. Whether it's learning to tap into your psychic gifts, your intuition, to be able to follow that gut without even knowing why you're being pulled that way, to be able to step back, to reevaluate the scenario and situation of what's happening, to see that there's more options, and what you seek just may need to be a little tweaked. There's still 2 cups. But if you've continued this, I feel like this is a strong warning. If you continue with almost this obsessive hold of having it exactly the way, I want to clarify this too. Your determination, your perseverance is not bad qualities. I don't wonder if God's saying, can you lean into some surrender and trust? I know that's a scary thing to do. But if you continue on this path, we have the 6 of Swords. It's in reverse. It's more stagnant energy. It's more, is that, no, I can't give up yet. And everything has been so against me. You don't want to be stuck there. You don't want that stagnant energy. What is ahead of you is so much better than what's behind you. But there's things you have yet to even allow yourself to imagine, settle in, and cultivate. We're asking you to use your creativity, your intuitive knowing, imagination, insights, and courage to your ability in new ways. By simply seeing the hangman, seeing it in a different perspective. Time is on your side. That's the man-made conception. What you're here to do. To experience. It's better than you can imagine or have yet to allow yourself to imagine. I feel like it's time to think bigger. Thank you. We'll finish this off with an oracle card. And see if we can get some final advice. I keep on going back to every sinner has, I'm just going to say every sin is a saint and saint is a few. I don't know where that came from, but AI came up with that. But rest assured that we can always do better, despite whatever the past was. That's good. Oracle of Angels. It's one of my favorite decks. And you came out with joy. Look at her light up. Even just a simple smile can go a long way to spreading joy in our world. Choose to focus more on those things that bring you joy, and you will find you naturally begin to radiate the energy out into the world. The more joy you send out, the more you'll find you'll have to be joyful for. This is the law of the universe. Your affirmation is, by living with joy, I magically spread light into the hearts of my sisters and brothers of the universe. Oh my goodness. So whatever your goal is, going to this Queen of Cups, this is all just kind of coming to me intuitively as we... Maybe it's not about the exact outcome of what you're looking for, but what the feeling is that you're seeking by losing attachment to what you think you desire it must look like. So if it's joy, it's a beautiful example. You'll find more joy by being the joy. I have so much love for you guys. I hope that resonates. Some of you, I appreciate all of your guys' love, support. Thank you for sharing your energy with me. I know it's intimate. I don't take it lightly. I love the opportunity to serve my brother and sister, and thank you again, as always, for being here. And until next time, I love you guys. Namaste.